Okay, here we go. This is going to be a quick review on the inequality symbols and then solving inequalities. Solving inequalities is no different than solving equations, except for it's not an equal sign, it's an inequality sign. But we're going to do it the same way. So we first have to review what all the inequality symbols look like. Okay? And so you're going to need some highlighters. You'll need a pencil or pen. I prefer pencil, y'all know that, but I'm going to use a pen. And what I've done here is I have folded over that page and I have cut, can't see very well, I have cut each one of the lines so it has a little flap and then the number line underneath. Okay? And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flaps. And then I have trimmed up this page and just glued it in. It actually fits if you trim it up. So just kind of cut out the outside and it all should fit in. All right, let's talk about the inequality symbols. All right, we're going to start with this very first one. Oh, I didn't do a very good job. I'm going to trim just a little bit more. Okay. So it says the meaning is less than. So the symbol that we need is less than. And whoo, I gotta get it to stop glaring so bad. Now, there it goes. Oh, okay. Think of it like a mouth. The small side, if it's the first thing you see, that's less than, and it opens up into a big. And I think of it like a mouth, or later we're gonna think of it like an arrow. It kind of has both. So this is the less than symbol. So let's do an example. I'm going to say x is less than 5. Okay, so I'm going to go to my number line. X is less than 5. So we're going to say, let's put 5 right here. And we're going to just fill in the rest of the number line. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then go backwards, 4, 3. Doesn't matter where I start. Now, less than symbol is an open circle because we're not, if it is less than 5, it has to be everything smaller than 5, but it can't be 5. It has to be everything that's less, not including 5. So this is going to be an open circle. So you do a big open circle at 5. And then we're going to shade, and that's why the highlighters come into play, shade everything that's less than. So think about that. What is less than 5? Is 6 less than 5? No. Is 4 less than 5? Yep, 4 is less than 5. So everything going this way, including the arrow, because the arrow means everything that could possibly go past. Everything that's not pictured on here. So 2, 1, every negative. Everything that is not 5 or greater than 5. So it's going to be an open circle and everything is shaded this way. And notice it shades all this way. If you pretend this is an arrow, it points the way you need to go. Think of it like an arrow point. So it tells you which way you need to go. It's just an easy trick to kind of think about. Okay. Now, the next one is less than or equal to. So it is the same thing. It is less than, but then you have to put that equal sign. See how this kind of looks like an equal sign? If I cover up this part, it is an equal sign. But it's less than or equal to. Alright, so I'm going to do an example of x is less than or equal to, let's say 10. Okay? So, again, I'm going to put 10 right just somewhere in the number line. It doesn't really matter where. We go up from 10, 10, 11, 12, 9, and then I have to go backwards, 9, 8, 7, 6. And so, with it has the equal to, we are talking about that number. We are talking about 10. So it's going to be a closed circle. A closed circle. So you shade it all the way in at 10. And again, it's everything that is less than 10. Is 11 less than 10? No. Is 9 less than 10? Yup. Is 8? Yup. 7? Yup. So everything less than 10. So you're going to shade everything less than 10. And the arrow. Make sure you do the arrow as well. Okay? So then we're going to do greater than. So, look at how less than looks. Greater than is it just flipped. So greater than, the larger part, is it the first thing you see, and it goes to the smaller part. So, let's do x is greater than, let's say 8. Okay? Again, I'm going to just pick a point. So let's go 8. And then I like counting up first just because it's easier. I'm used to counting up. So 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I have to count down. So 7, 6, 5. Alright, just like before, if it doesn't have that equal sign, it's an open circle. So I'm going to have to do an open circle at the number. So open circle at 8. But I have to think of everything greater than 8. So what's greater than 8? Is 9 greater than 8? Yeah, it is. Is 7 greater than 8? No, it's less. So it's going to go this way. And look at how it's pointing. It points the direction I need to go, which is that way. So, I hope you can see this yellow. It is everything that goes that. So it's everything this way, including the arrow. If you want to highlight the circle, that's fine too. And it's an open. That's the key. It's open. All right. Now let's do greater than or equal to. So greater than is the same way. It's greater than or equal to. So that's the symbol, the large part, and then it has the equal to part. That's that second line. So let's go, x is greater than or equal to 15. We'll do 15 this time. Okay? 15, I'm going to just, literally I'm just picking a line, and then I am writing my numbers. So what is larger than 15? 16, 17, 18, 19. And then what's less? 14, 13. Okay? Now, if it has a line underneath it, it is a closed circle because it's talking about being equal. So it can include that number. So this is going to be a closed circle, closed circle. And again, it kind of points the direction I want to go. So it's going to point this way, and I'm thinking of anything greater than 15. So, everything that's greater than 15. Including the closed circle. And I had a little bit of gap, sorry. Shouldn't be a gap. So, think about it. It says x is equal to or greater than 15. So anything that's larger than 15. It could be 15 and a half. It could be 15 and a third. It could be 15.1. It could be barely larger than 15, but it's bigger. So it's everything that goes bigger. Alright, the last symbol is not equal to. So it is an equal sign, but with a slash through it. That is what not equal is. And when we get into inequalities, there's going to be some things that are not equal to anything. Or there's one number they are not equal to. So we could go x is not equal to 5. Okay? So how we do this, and I'm going to write 5, and then go up, go down, here we go. Alright, so everything, if it has the not equal, it's an open. We're talking about everything but that. And when I said everything but 5, that means everything in both directions. So you have to shade everything, both directions, but not that 5. So it's everything in both directions. These are your symbols that we're going to be talking about. And this is kind of directions on how to graph them. So I'm going to write a few clues on here before we move on. All right. I want you to write that this is an open circle. And the other open circle is the greater than. Open circle. And where's one more? It's this bottom one. It's an open circle. Okay? The closed circle, or the ones that we fill in all the way, are the equal to signs, or less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. So this is a closed circle. These are hints to remind you. Closed circle. Okay? And remember, it points the direction we want. We'll do a lot of practice on this because this is very confusing for for everybody. Okay, so let's do just a couple examples here. Okay. This is still like solving an equation. It's still like this is a princess and these are two bad guards with her and she has four good guards trying to get to her. That's still, you think of it that way, and you still draw a line here to divide the wall. So how do I get rid of the bad guards? Well, I have to bring in good guards, right? On both sides. These guys will zero out and you'll be left with x equals, or not really equals, which symbol is it? It is this one, so it's greater than, what is 4 plus 2? Yep, 6. So you have to locate 6. Here's 6. Now, it's an open circle. So you're going to put an open circle around it. And it points which direction I need to shade. So I need to shade that way because it's pointing that direction. So I'm going to shade everything larger than 6. Everything greater than 6. Okay, now this one's a tricky one. It is dividing. So how do we get rid of division? We have to multiply by 3 on both sides. So these cancel out and you're left with just x. And it is less than or equal to, so it's going to be a closed circle. What is 7 times 3? 21. So you have to find 21. 21 is right here, and we said it's a closed circle. So you put a closed dot there. Now, again, it tells you it's less than. So it's everything that's smaller than 21. So your arrow is going to go that way. Okay? Next one, let's try this one. 6 times x is less than 30. So again, draw your wall. And how do we get rid of a multiplication? We have to divide. It's like the princesses each want their own personal guards, and how many there are. You still have the less than symbol. 30 divided by 6 is 5. So let's locate 5. And it is an open circle. So we have to do an open circle, not a closed one. And again, it's less than. So everything that's less than 5. So we're going to start here. We're going to move the direction it tells us. And it's everything less than 5. One last one, and then I'm going to want you to try these guys. You don't have to finish them, but just try them. Alright, so this is a plus 9. It's like 9 good guards, but the princess wants to be by herself. So we're going to subtract 9 on both sides. This zeroes out, and you're left with x is greater than or equal to 11 minus 9 is 2. So we are going to circle with a closed circle because it's equal to. Closed circle 2. And again, it's going to point the direction that we need to go. So it needs to go this way. So again, if you're slightly confused, that is okay. Sorry, my light just went off for some reason. But if you're slightly confused, that's okay. We're going to continue. So try to do these questions if you can. We will work on them tomorrow if you're really struggling. All right, bye.